All right, boys, we probably have the biggest reveals of the Madden year so far, and it is going to be Team Diamonds. As you guys know, every single NFL team gets one card. I don't know the overalls yet as I'm recording this intro, but every single team is going to get a master, and then obviously there is 34 cards this year, so I don't know if there's going to be 2 masters. We'll obviously know by the end of the video, but we're going to be looking at all the cards, looking at their stats, and seeing how they fit in with other cards in their position right now. But if you guys enjoy videos like this, I do gameplays, I do top 10s, everything Madden Ultimate Team. Make sure you turn on the noties because we are going to be doing gameplays on these cards tomorrow, and hopefully the master as well tomorrow. I'll try to get that video out. We'll see how it goes and how expensive it is. But anyways, let's get right into it, man. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code SHOE for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. In the first one we are starting off with is a tall wide receiver in Alshon Jeffrey. They are going to be 92 overalls, which I think everybody thought they were going to be. I don't know what the master is going to be. Probably a 96 if I had to guess. But 91 speed, I believe Alshon Jeffrey is 6'5". Obviously, abilities on wide receivers do not matter at all this year. So you're really looking at the stats. Obviously, if you're in a Bears theme team, I think he gets Eagles as well, which is one of the best theme teams in the game. I don't know if you're using him on a non-theme team, but this card, I wish he was a little bit faster, 92, but being 6'5" and being a theme team based promo, I guess he's not terrible. The Bengals are getting Geno Atkins, so it looks like they are legends, but they are like more recent legends as of right now. Geno Atkins, obviously a D tackle. He looks okay, nothing crazy comparative to like guys we already have in the game right now. Yeah, I just turned it on as well to listen if they're talking about abilities. He did not mention a single ability right there, so I have no clue what these cards are going to get. Maybe he does for some of them, maybe the quarterbacks he does if they have any, but the Bills are getting Ruben Brown, a left guard. Obviously not the most exciting card, but if you're going for the master, you're gonna have to do this card anyways and get him on the squad. He looks good. Obviously we're getting a free Bruce, whatever, I can't remember his name. Bruce, I feel so bad for butchering his name in the field pass. You guys know what I'm talking about. A free left guard. No one's really going to go for that anyways unless they're in a theme team. We do got Julius Thomas right here. And see, this is the problem. Is like he's faster than a guy like Alshon Jeffrey who we just showed you. Julius Thomas looks insane. Like on paper, I don't remember his weight in game, but if he's below 246, that means he gets the fast juke and Jurtle. And on top of being 92 speed with these stats, he could arguably be the best tight end in the game. Just on paper alone, we got to see his weight and everything when we get in game. Oh, look at Doug Martin. Yeah, I kind of like this. These are guys that didn't retire too long ago. I like this because these are the guys I kind of grew up with. I'm only 23 for any of you guys wondering. So a guy like Doug Martin, I know a lot about. 92 speed, 92 excel, 92 agility. Obviously, the change direction is ridiculous. 92 carrying is what we want to see. The catching, I know you guys are going to look at that 62. Gift wrapped is broken. This card's a dog. Obviously, he's a smaller running back, so he's not going to be crazy like a Cordero Patterson. And we do have a lot of 93 speed running backs in the game, so it does suck. But in a Buccaneers theme team, he's going to get that boost. And also, as you guys can see, they do get ×2, so that'll help a lot for people chasing 25 out of 25 or even 50 out of 50s. And also, now you can see a corner as well. I really feel like we are getting into those 93 speed eras right now. We're starting to get wide receivers with 93. DBs are getting 93. So seeing a short corner with 92 right here, although on paper his stats are amazing, it really does suck if you're trying to use this card on a non-theme team. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but maybe that's just me nitpicking. 92 is still really good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for the more elite at 93. And you can see big Phillip Rivers. This might be one of the gameplay videos tomorrow. I love Phillip Rivers. Obviously, we all know him and watched him growing up. He always gets a crazy release in the game as well. This might be a fun one to do a video on. We'll see what he ends up getting ability-wise tomorrow. This is what I'm talking about. Now we're getting a smaller wide receiver. So it was okay on Alshon because he was like, what, 6'4", 6'5". Now we're getting Reggie Wayne, who I believe is 6 foot or 6'1" on the dot, and we are at 91 speed. Like I said, stats are great, but every wide receiver has good stats nowadays, and obviously nothing ability-wise is going to move us. So a guy like Reggie Wayne, it's just like, you got to remember, I'm looking at these cards from a non-theme team standpoint. Your Colts theme team, you're probably looking at me crazy. Like, what are you talking about? This card's great for us. I'm looking at it from a non-theme team standpoint, and right there, that card just, you know, he's okay. But we do get a Brian Arakpo. Statistically, 92 strength, 91 block shed, 92 power move. He does look pretty decent. A pretty good card right here. You know, better than some of the cards we've already seen on this list. Terry Kennard is the next guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not too fond of Terry Kennard. Let's check his height real quick. Maybe if he's super tall, we could use him, and maybe he's going to be a great card. Terry Kennard height. He is a 6'1" safety, Giants team diamond. Obviously, the zone coverage is really high. The man is very doable as well. 90 play rec is what we love to see. And being a 92 zone guy, or a 92 overall with 93 zone, he should get deep out and also deep in. This looks like it's going to be an actual really good card. One of the better cards. Love seeing 90 play rec on top safeties. I am a Browns fan, and it's just like, we don't really have too much legends. We don't. And it's just such the easy pick. It's the boring pick, but it's the easy pick. Obviously, one of the best left tackles of all time. Joe Thomas. I mean, he deserves it. I'm going to be honest. When the chat asks me all the time on Twitch, what Browns guy do I think is going to get it? It's just like, I can't really name much, man. I really can't. All right, come on, EA. There's no way this was the only Chief they could have chose from. I know Chiefs fans are not happy with this one. They are 100% not happy with this. They have a 90 overall, probably on your theme team, boosted up to a 91 as well, especially if you're running 50-50. That is not what you want to see at all. I know everybody else will probably fine with their cards. This one, I could tell Chiefs fans are probably not happy with this. With all the legends they could have chose from. Yeah, that's a nasty, nasty pull right there from EA. So Chuck Howley was actually one of the starting cards in the beginning of the year, and he is a field general with 92 speed, 92 hit power as well, 86 zone. I don't remember his height. We could actually go to mutt.gg real quick, and I believe they should have it in here. Chuck Howley, how tall is he? 6'2", boys. So a 6'2" linebacker, probably going to get 1 AP lurk artist. He looks like a pretty good card. Obviously, we have a lot of really good linebackers with Ray Lewis and also Jack Campbell, but if you don't have Ray or can't afford him and you want to pair somebody next to your guy, Jack Campbell, Chuck Howley doesn't look bad. And also, Cowboys senior team is one of the best in the game right now. We do get a Rashad Jones, who I do remember growing up, man. 91 speed is not what you want to see, but I do remember him being a big hard hitter. He is a run support with 92 power. Probably not going to get KOs, maybe more of a user in the box player. You really want to have those KOs up top with them becoming better and better as we get on, and also Seffi Lee being popular, but Rashad, man, they kind of cheated him. And I don't know what they're doing with the speed on some of these guys. They know that we're at 93. We've been getting 93 speed since, I think, Deshaun Jackson. A lot of the blitz cards. Obviously, we just got Devontae Smith as well today. Troy Vincent, Eagles theme team. It's nice seeing corners, right? They just got Asante Samuel as well. This theme team's becoming better and better. I believe Troy Vincent is 6'2", so obviously, if you have a 50-50, getting up to 93 speed is going to be insane. Even 92 with a 6'2" player is going to be good. 90 play rec, 91 man, 91 zone, 90 press is amazing. Like I said, I would have loved to see 92 right there. 91 is very old in the game right now. But at the end of the day, I think they are basing these cards off theme teams. That's 100% what they're doing. They're not looking at us as non-theme teamers when they release them, because that card right there is, it is what it is. We are getting a Bill Fralick as well, another right guard. Not really much what I could say with offensive linemen. They're cool. They're cool. Merton Hanks. I know somebody, I actually have a Niners team tournament. He's probably watching this video as well. He's always in my chat begging for Merton Hanks cards. I don't know what his obsession is with Merton Hanks, so I know a lot about him. He is a 6'2", I believe 6'1" or 6'2" safety, 92 speed in this theme team. Merton Hanks obviously looks really good. 90 pursuit. He has 93 play rec, which is insane. 94 zone, 88 man. Who cares about hit power? He's going to be playing up top for you. You don't really care. The brand new Mike Evans free safety we're getting as well has like 60 man coverage. Or hit power. You don't really care about that if they're playing up top regardless. Merton Hanks is going to be a dog. That card, zone-wise, that is ridiculous. 93 play rec, 94 zone, and he has solid height. Yeah, he's a dog. We do have a Donovan Darius. I did just look up his height. He is also a 6'1" safety. Another run support, so a guy you're probably not putting up top. If you want to run KOs, or if you're just using pick artists, he can play up there. He does have 92 zone, 91 play rec, 90 power, and 92 to speed. So a good card all around. Probably not going to get the KOs you want on your team, even with 92 zone. I think with the run support archetype, he needs 94 right there. So that does sting a little bit. But card-wise, on paper, especially if you're playing in the box or as a blitzer, this card's definitely a beast, man. He's definitely going to play for a lot of people. Oh, this was actually the card I started the year with. As you guys know, we got free, I think there were 84 overalls. You got to choose one of the Hall of Fame players. Joe Klecko is who I use. He does have a pretty nice build in game. Obviously, statistically, I like to compare to the cards that are already in the game. The D tackles are ridiculous right now. They are absolutely amazing. Joe Klecko, he is very slow comparative to a lot of them, but 93 strength, 90 block shot, and 92 power move is going to still be okay. You don't need the craziest fast D tackles, but yeah, I just think like right now, even Mean Joe Greens and like guys like Gravedigger as well are cards that are just, just as good as Joe Klecko, who's coming out now like a month later. We do got a little bit more. Kevin Glover, he was in Madden, I believe, last in Madden 22. Kevin Glover, obviously a center. I wish I could talk more about offensive linemen. They are what they are. You don't really even need abilities because no one runs D-line abilities besides inside stuff. So he's cool, but, offensive linemen are offensive linemen. There's not much to say at all, ever. Clay Matthews does look really, really solid on paper. He is a faster end in the game, or left outside linebacker, 89 speed, 92 excel. I don't like seeing 78 block shed, especially on a smaller guy that's going to be on the line. But at the end of the day, if you run like a 3-4 odd or whatnot, if you get him on the edge like soloed, he wouldn't be terrible, but I mean, he's okay. I think edge rushers right now also not getting abilities and nobody using abilities on them, that they're mid at the end of the day, but he's still cool. And it sucks that he's right next to a guy like Julius Peppers, another fast guy that is also going to get 92 excel matched with 88 speed. But the difference is with him, 91 block shed, boys, 91 finesse, and then obviously the strength and power move both being 87. Julius Peppers always feels like one of those cards that outperforms his stats in game as well. He's a dog, man. Always will be. Logan Mankins. If I'm not mistaken, he was the Campus Heroes right guard, or was he an 89 right guard? Was he? I can't remember. He was in the game though, I believe. Was it? I think it was an 88. Logan Mankins is back though. Obviously, a pretty solid right guard. We already have multiple right guards now, so if you are doing the set, you can only keep one of them at the end of the day. Yeah, we're getting a lot of O-linemen, boys. We're kind of at that part of the video, the end of it. Lincoln Kennedy, another one. I'm a Raiders theme team right now, Raiders/Harvest. That is one that you just don't want to see, boys. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have it, but he already has a 90 overall. You would like to see that be spared at another position. At the end of the day, it's cool to get ×2 chem on your right tackle, but man, we could have definitely used somebody else. Maybe even like a left. I don't know. That's tough. I would have loved like a Janikowski instead, you know? Hey, boys, I did look him up. Ryan McNeil is 6'1", but he is another 91 speed player in the game. That is not what you want to see out here. But at the end of the day, he still does get good stats. You'll notice they kind of crank the play rec. Usually the play rec has been terrible this year, but they're cranking on a lot of these cards. I would still like to see speed at the end of the day, obviously with wide receivers being 94 speed on theme teams. My wide receiver, I have 2 wide receivers that are 94 speed on my team right now. Ryan McNeil's still a dog, but at the end of the day, I want to see speed, man. There's no ifs, ands about it. It's like always the best stat in the game. I know it's still 91, but you got to remember, we're at 93 base nowadays. And there we go, another one. Anquan Bolden, not the tallest guy in the world, 6'1", physical wide receiver. He's still good, but like I said, man, I feel like my standards were a little bit higher coming into this. Usually Team Diamonds are like the best of the best, but I'm really hoping the champion's going to carry a lot of these cards, whoever the champion is. This is what I'm saying, is some of the speeds just don't make sense. I love Jimmy Graham. I love that he's in the game, and this card is absolutely amazing. Obviously, he's not going to get the fast juke and whatnot, but he's going to be an ag lord out there. 92 speed. He might even tower over Julius Thomas. I think some people might even choose him over there. But the one thing is like, he's getting way better. I mean, 92 speed compared to a lot of the guys that are 91 probably would smoke Jimmy Graham in a race, if we're going to be completely honest. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad at the Jimmy Graham. I just feel bad for some of the theme teams that are getting absolutely cheated out here. You know what I mean? But Saints fans and whatever, he goes on so many theme teams. They're definitely happy. This is a guy I have not seen in Madden since, I think, Madden 20, right? And he has not been in the game since I've done content. I started in Madden 22. He is now 92 speed. I think he is 6'2" as well. Steve Largent, 92 across the board in the route running. All of his catching is really good. It's cool to see him back. Thank God they didn't give him 91 speed, one of being one of the better wide receivers of all time. But it's good to see good new names. That means he's probably going to get a UL down the line. At least we get some newer names that we have not seen in multiple different cycles of Madden. I love to see this. I love Le'Veon Bell, one of my favorite players despite being a Steeler. But 91 speed, especially when they just got, even for Steelers theme teamers, I know they're mad because they just got Jalen Warren. I know a lot of people are going to love Le'Veon Bell, but they are making a lot of these, even, you can't see the Twitch chat right now. I have it on the right side. There's so many L's being spammed. You can see 91 speed. It is getting flooded in the chat right now. The people, I told you, it's not just me. 91 speed is considered on the slower end nowadays. But now we are moving over to Mario Williams. Obviously, a card that's always good. I know he gets Bills Chem as well. 91 strength, 90 blocks, and 93 power move. A little bit on the slower speed size, but the Excel should help him out a little bit there. Mario Williams is always one of those cards that balls out every year in Madden. Keith Bullock, we're getting towards the end. They're obviously going in alphabetical order. I think some of them were out of place, but at the end of the day, we're getting to the end soon here. I don't remember. I think we got like Vikings left, maybe one more T. I'm probably forgetting a team or two. There's been a lot of teams and cards I've seen, but Keith Bullock, solid. I mean, strength's low. The block shed's cool, and everything else is kind of there. This is cool to see. So I actually don't know much about Fran until I saw a clip of him on TikTok that had almost 1 million likes. And he was like the first scrambling quarterback. Please go watch this dude's highlights. He should be faster than 82 speed. Please go watch him. They were some of the more fire highlights that I guess you could say for back in the day. I just figured about or heard about him. I hope he's actually pretty good because this should be a cool card in the game. Please go watch his highlights, boys. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And here is the set. Oh, man, that does not, we can't see the bottom of it, so it's going the other way. It says exchange NFC North players to get the Vikings token. So that does not say just Vikings. It says NFC North players. Oh, man, I don't know what it said. We can't see the overalls. We can't see what it is. I don't know how many cards are in the set. 25 cards in the set. You gotta remember, you gotta do this for every single team, boys, to get their token as well. All right, boys, we are getting 2 Masters this year, and you can see the first one is a defensive end in JJ Watt. He does get a tier 5 bucket as well, which he said was double or nothing or interior threat for 1 AP. So that sounds like it's the biggest benefit right there. He gets every team chem as well. And obviously, statistically, he is by far the best end in the game. He's a 96 overall. Remember, you have to do every single set to get him. I don't know if he'll be worth it over whoever this offensive card is, because you got to remember, these cards are some of the most expensive ever in Madden, ever. Every single year. Last year, I remember John Elway was $6 million for like a month. I don't know if it's worth it on a guy like him, but you can see 32 unique Team Diamond tokens to earn 196 JJ Watt. I don't know if you have to choose or you can get both, but as you can see, JJ Watt is one of the masters. I guess we'll have to wait and see who the other one is. Boys, in the offensive master, I had to go to Twitter for this one because he kind of zoomed right by it, but we are getting Todd Gurley. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do love Todd Gurley back in the game, but I don't. Hopefully these cards aren't as expensive as before, because spending that type of coin on a right end and a halfback, I just don't know is worth it. Also today, you guys saw in the video today, Cordero Patterson had 94 speed on our team. I know Todd Gurley across the board is amazing. 93 change of direction, 94 break tackle, 94 carry, 93 agility. Excel's amazing. But you got to remember, man, it's a running back. Unless you're like a heavy toter, I don't know if he's super worth it. I know his 1 AP abilities are like bruiser, backfield master, and I think arm bar. There might be one I'm missing. I love to be completely honest and transparent with you guys. I don't know if a running back is worth it. Personally, this is a position I like to usually like jip my position the most on coin-wise, but at the end of the day, I know running backs are big for certain people. I just wish it was a quarterback. If you're going to put that much coins into one set, that's just my particular reason. But at the end of the day, on paper, this card's a dog. We're going to try to get a gameplay on him as fast as we can tomorrow. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's cool seeing a lot of new names in the game. I love seeing Todd Gurley. Obviously, guys like Le'Veon Bell and whatnot. It is super dope, man. Let me know how you guys feel. Who are you picking up tomorrow? And also, make sure you turn on those noties. We're going to try to get a couple of these gameplays out, and hopefully we can go ahead and get Todd Gurley and lock in a video for that. We're going to try, man. We're going to try our best, but I hope you guys enjoy, man. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.